Yes, everybody. The rumors of my demise have been grossly over exaggerated. I have not killed myself. I don't know where this is coming from. All right, everybody, here we go. Look, you gotta laugh, man. You gotta laugh at this. This is what we're witnessing here is pretty astonishing. We have a situation here where bond yields are rising at a rather alarming pace. 10-year yield 3.80, relative strength of the dollar stronger today. The MMRI 245, and this market is just shrugging this off. At the low, the Dow Jones Industrial Average was down about 250 points. We finished in the positive about 30. The biggest gainer today was tech. Okay, so the Nasdaq did well. You had Bitcoin over 24,000. Of course, gold and silver got hit, but that was because of the relative strength of the dollar. You know how this works. Uh, Big move higher in the dollar today. And despite that, I mean, this market just seems to be shrugging this off. Maybe there's some mystery buyer out here. I wonder who that can be. And look, the Fed's buying the market. I want you all to be well aware of that. Clearly, there's a weird set of dynamics in play here. Um, it's an incredible thing. We're watching debt sell off here, and first of all, who's selling? Who's dumping all the debt here? That's what I want. And then, the market just seems to be shrugging this off as risk continues to climb. Um, like I said, we just got to keep our eyes on these things. So just touching back on the market here, nothing major, but stocks did finish in the green despite the dollar, despite the 10-year yield, despite the MMRI rising here. Gold and silver under pressure. As I said, crude oil isn't doing not too much, was down a little bit today. That's the story for the market. Okay, just fantastic. And I want to touch on a few other things before we move on to this whole thing here. No ghoul stuff. Okay, no freaking ghoul stuff today. This is, well, maybe this has something to do with the economic front, but I want to talk about this. So a couple of things are going on here in this land of the free, home of the brave. So gambling addiction, drug addiction, and alcoholism are on the rise, as well as homelessness. This phenomenon really started with the whole, can I say the COVID word? I don't even know if I could say that word, but it all started and it is progressing. And, you can see why. Again, people are being forced to survive in an environment where inflation is out of control, no end in sight. You remember, it was transitory, it was temporary, then it was peaking, and now it's just sticky. It's sticky. Thanks, Carlos. And make it up. How many of you out here can make that up, that inflation is sticky? I never even heard of that. And that's not a professional term or something you learn in school. Okay, sticky inflation. Okay, but that's the new catchphrase. Anyway, it's just so crazy today. So here's another piece of nice information for you. So moving forward, every year now, moving forward, the debt is expected to expand at almost $2 trillion per year. Really? Oh, imagine my shock. Imagine your shock. I don't think anyone. Yeah, exactly. Straight up the freaking gabagool. Because again, where's this cash come from? We don't have it. It's got to be borrowed. And let me tell you something. Central bankers, none more than the Fed, they got a smile on their face from ear to ear as they really that much. Well, we're going to make sure it's even more than that. You can expect debts and deficits to balloon beyond anyone's wildest dreams and then some. Again, it's the nature of the beast. You all know that. It's the debt-based economic model, which is a curse upon this freaking earth here. Anyway, it was like I said, I was just writing a few things down today. So it's crazy. Gambling, drug abuse, alcoholism, homelessness, all on the rise. Oh, in this fantastic, perfectly managed nation here. Of course. Well, what else would you expect? You think it's going to change moving down the pike, no matter who they put behind the Resolute desk? Ain't going to change, people. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's the central banks that are running the whole freaking show. That's pretty much where we stand here. Now let's talk a little further. Okay. I have said repeatedly and repeatedly, and even more than that, repeatedly, that if the illusion of stability is maintained in the debt market, the stock market's going higher. It's going much higher. Seems to be the market itself seems to be defying gravity. We are really close to what I believe is the first line in the sand at 250. Um, I mean, look, nothing would surprise me here anymore with this thing. This market doesn't want to give anything back. I mean, we had a rip-roaring month in January. It keeps moving higher despite crash call after crash call after crash call. Have not been calling a crash. I'm telling you though that if the debt market, if we can, there's no way that I can possibly imagine, and I would love to hear from you. Okay, that if we start to see a rapid, uncontrolled sell-off in this debt market, that the stock market isn't going to get hit. There's no way that can happen, in my view. Okay, uh, but we'll see. I mean, maybe some of the miracle is going to rear its ugly head, but I just can't. I can't imagine that's going to happen. Thank you, Jesse. Seriously, but let me know what you think. I guess anything is possible in this kind of a freak show. But look, it doesn't matter. You and I were already set up. This is the beauty of what we have going, you and I, okay? It's we're staying long this market until okay, we're not going to deviate from that. We're not going to change our strategy with bending against the debt, becoming our own central bank. If you are so inclined, you're trading this market with one of my new intraday trading systems. I have 2 systems I put out for free in my newsletter, link in the description of this video. But I'm telling all of you, keep your eyeballs on that freaking MMRI. You know how many times I looked at the MMRI myself today? All day. All day I'm watching it. I'm going, this is crazy. It's bang, 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 bang. We'll see. We'll see where this goes. And I'm telling you right now, and I think it's pretty obvious, the global financial system is on a knife's edge. A knife's edge. It would take virtually nothing to push this off of a cliff. Honestly, I really believe that. And look, a couple of things in play. Thank you, Abbey Road. We have this war, okay, whatever, and it's going to expand. All right, as long as that mechanism is in place, and they have reasons to pull cash into the now, there's a big plus for this market here. Thank you, One Hungry Panda. Platinum, I love it. Platinum, palladium, you all know that. Platinum, palladium, gold, silver, still my favorite of all time. But anyway, look, the mechanism in place is now trillions of dollars per year. More debt are going to be piled on, and who knows what else they're going to come at us with. Okay, you can only imagine what they have up their sleeve or up their wazoo that they're going to blank all over you and I. SHIT all over us. That's what they do. Honestly, yeah, Bitcoin did well, over 24,000. Looking good over there. So why is Bitcoin is going to sell off soon? Why? Because you think it will, or you're imagining it will, or do you have a way of tracking it? This is a question or a statement by Marcos. Dude, I'm not saying you're wrong, but don't just make a statement like that and just don't back it up. Okay, you can say these things all you want to. Yeah, Bitcoin is something. I bought it for 17.5 just a couple of weeks ago, and if I sold it right now, I'd have a nice profit. So Bitcoin is something. Okay, Mr. Crazy, whatever your name you are over here. Look, like I said, I'm not telling anyone to go all in on this stuff, but if you don't have some in your portfolio, I think you're missing out. Commodities moving forward, that's where you need to be. This here. Okay, meltdown of the debt market kills the global stock markets. Cash moves into commodities and also, I believe, into the big cryptocurrencies as well. Anyway, that's where we're at with regard to that. Now, what I want to do, what I'm really here to do, is talk to all of you. All right. So PDBC, absolutely. Exposure. The question is, what about PDBC? Yes, it's a way to gain exposure to commodities. Okay. It's taken a hit as of late, but again, look, you can't buy an asset, anything, and expect that the next day or the next week it's going to just go higher. You're holding commodities for the long run because you realize, like I do, at least I hope so, that this hyper bubble in debt is going to explode beyond anyone's wildest dreams, and it's going to change the financial landscape of the world. It's going to change the way of life for every human being on this freaking planet Earth. And I think, and that goes back to what is our greatest resource? We are our greatest resource. That's what we need each other. Okay. I tell you to love each other, care about each other, be charitable every single Friday. I don't say this because I think they sound good. I said it because I believe that it's true. We need each other. We're going to need each other and like-minded people as this whole freak show eventually turns very, very real. Very, very real. What about muni bonds? You want to invest in that? Okay. I'm not saying it's a horrible place to be. I can think of better places to be. But if you're looking for a safe investment, there's one for you. Honestly. Anyway, so let's see. What else can we talk about here? Global debt in the human bubble. It's a pretty interesting article I put together years ago, and I think it's totally true. I think it's going to play out just like that. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. Commodity companies versus commodity ETFs. Look, this is how I look at it. This is actually a really good question here. Commodity companies versus commodity ETFs. I happen to like commodity ETFs. I'll tell you why. Because because of the way they're structured. Commodity exchange traded funds or ETFs, you can actually look at the prospectus and see how they're broken down. Okay, so in any kind of asset that you want to invest in, you should know what's backing it up. You understand? So with regard to a commodity ETF, and I posted several recently in my free newsletter, again, linked down below. And I put those up there for a reason because of the way their exchange traded fund is structured. So you should always, you can't just throw money at things and not know what you're throwing money at. You understand? You have to know what's underlying it in this case. Okay. So I happen to like commodity ETFs. I think, first of all, the ones I posted are highly liquid. Okay. You want to get in and out of them, you can do that. And second of all, like I said, you got to look at what's in the fund. Okay. And if you believe in what's in the fund, then that's where you should put your cash to work, but always do your own research. It's important. JEPI, I think it's a great place to be as well. You want to be long this market, that's a way to do it. And you're going to get paid a nice dividend on monthly. So there you go. I happen to like that too. Anyway, let's see what else we got over here, people. What else? Here, look, I always get this question about mining stocks. Okay. Stefan here. I don't own any. I'm not saying that these are bad investments. I just don't own any. So I don't really put too much effort into looking into it, but I know a lot of people believe in them. If I had a choice between holding physical gold or physical silver or a mining company, I would choose the physical asset. I'm being honest with you. So I really don't have much to say on that. Thanks, India. I appreciate that. And sell at 250? No, you don't sell at 250. Absolutely not. We have to see how this plays out. Look, I am saying, look what's going on here. Someone's referring to the MMRI to sell at 250. No, we're not going to sell at 250. Let's just talk about the MMRI again real quick. Let's say, for example, we break above 250 and this market continues to shrug everything off. What are we going to do? Are we going to run for the hills? No, we're going to stay where we are. We're not going to change anything. I'll let you know, believe me. I will let everybody know when I believe it's time to run for the hills. And I know it's kind of scary. You got Michael Burry calling for a crash. You got Rickers calling for a crash. 3 major banks warning of something coming here. So it's understandable why people would be a little shook up by what's happening. But we don't rattle. Okay. If in fact tomorrow, the next day, next week, the MMRI breaks 250 and we don't see panic selling, we don't see anything major going on here, well, then we're just going to stay put. We're going to reevaluate, okay? The last thing anybody should ever do, okay, is overreact. You understand? Sit tight. Don't ever play with scared money. That's another reason why people lose money in this market and in investments or whatever. If you're playing with cash that you cannot afford to lose, you should not be in anywhere near this market. You understand? These things should make sense to you. But again, if we break 250, we sit back, we relax, we reevaluate. Okay, what else is going on? Let's see where this goes moving forward. We're going to remain calm. We're going to remain cool. And we will take action at the moment we see more than one thing go awry here. You understand? That's kind of where I stand with this entire thing anyway. Thank you, Raiden. Let's see what. Oh, did you have to say Loretta Mester? I know what you're trying to do. I know what you're trying to do. Don't do it. Don't do it to me. Uncle Fester Mester. Yeah, they would make a good couple. I think they actually would make a really good couple. You know, I got to be careful with the things that I say. Believe me, because even Loretta has a fan club. Or people that say, "Oh, Greg, you shouldn't be picking on this woman." I don't even think it's a woman. I think it's a thing. Okay, all these Federal Reserve presidents, they're not human beings. Okay, they don't have any human quality. All they're concerned about is their own well-being, the well-being of their shareholders. You and me are dog poop. You can't say SHIT anymore. But the same thing with Janet Yellen. Whenever I talk about her, the thing, that's what she looked like. I get Greg is a mean boy. How could you talk about a sweet old lady like that? Really? Really? No, it's an it. It's a freaking it. They're all freaking it's. Anyway, Yellen staying exactly. What did Joe Salente do? Say SHIT? Yeah, he probably did. Anyway, Mummy Stein. That's a good one for Biden. All right, look, let's do a couple of other things here. Let's do a couple. They're like lizards. Yeah, they're not people. I don't know what they are. Okay, but they have to have human qualities to even qualify to be human. They can look human. Okay, but I don't think that makes anyone human just because they have an outward appearance of looking human. Does that make sense to you? I think it probably does. Yeah. Anyway, Zom Biden. That's awesome. You guys and girls are fantastic. I swear to you, you really are. Anyway, all right, let's do like one or two more questions here. And don't do the ghoul thing. Come on, no, guys. Don't do it to me. Lord. You guys are too funny. You guys and girls are too funny. Yeah, exactly. All right. So look, here's the situation. I got a little situation to explain to all of you. So today just happens to be Wednesday. I'm not going to be here for 2 days. I know. You're not going to see me, believe it or not, until Monday. Monday, the market's closed for President's Day. We got to celebrate President Poopy Pants Day. I don't think we're going to do that. But I will do my markets a look ahead. So all of you now, you got to look out for each other since I'm not going to be around for a couple of days here. I'm actually going to be taking a flight over to Florida. Going to see a couple of friends of mine. One I haven't seen for like 1,000 years, Jimmy LaRocca. If you're out here, bro, it's going to be nice to see you. It's been a long freaking time. Anyway, so what we're going to do here at the close, okay, is we're going to pretend this is Friday. All right. What are we going to do? Love each other, care about each other, and be charitable. People just if you take anything away from this, and I know you get it, every one of you here that pays attention to this blog understands what the situation is here. We have a financial system that's literally teetering on the knife's edge. It wouldn't take too much to push this over. The fact is, right now, at least, and I totally believe this with every fiber of my being, it's the Federal Reserve is buying stocks. They're buying the market. At the same time, they're watching the debt market, believe me. And who knows where, look, let's take advantage of that. I believe that the market, and I've been telling you this like for a very, very long time, market's going higher. Yes, the 250 MMRI first line in the sand, that's what it appears to be. We're not going to panic, as I said. If we're at 250 and this market continues to rise, well, we're going to just ride that wave. You understand? We're not going to change a thing. We're going to stay exactly in the spots where we're at. You understand? Look, I'm out here twice a day for all of you. And I want you to raise your awareness. I want you to be concerned about the things you're seeing here. But I never, ever want to see a single one of you panic, act out of emotion, whatever it might be. Watching bond yield spike. Okay. What else is going on here? Okay. Is the market looking like it's about to take a hit, like I said, also, look, if you're in this market and you have a profit and you're waiting to pull that profit, it's never wrong to do that. Okay. Never. I don't care what any other person on the face of the earth is going to tell you. If you're in this market and you have a nice profit in anything and you want to pull that profit, and let's say next week it doubles, it doesn't matter. You've made a profit. It doesn't matter at all. You understand? So take that away as well from all this stuff here. All right. This guy here really does love all of you. I mean that from the heart. We're a team. We're a family. I got your back. You got my back. Again, you're not going to see me till Monday. Monday for my markets. A look ahead. But believe me, I'll be thinking about all of you. I will be watching the MMRI. I'll be watching the market just like all of you. So you guys got this. You got it covered. I am certain of that. So I'm not worried. I'm not worried about anybody here because all of you are gold. You are gold in my book. All right. I'll see all of you, like I said, on Monday. Please be safe. Uh, and just like I said, love each other, care about each other, be charitable, and we're going to get through whatever these freaks want to throw at us. I don't care what they do. It doesn't matter. We got each other's backs. I'll see you.